visit back to show the kids where Mom grew up. And our first stop was my alma mater for high school. I had a hard time finding it because I couldn't remember exactly which street to turn on. But I figured eventually we'd come to it. Kids were kind of fascinated by the fact that, actually Jennifer was quite excited by the fact that this was an all-girl high school. I was lucky I didn't have any of those yucky boys with me. And I said, well, wait and see if she says it when she's 14 years old. So I began to tell them about how what I always tried to do was to be the messenger that got to take the things over to the boys' schools. Now you'll see the family in the car, but I used to walk across and be the lucky girl who got to go over to St. Lawrence. It was like an invisible dividing line, this center strip here. Girls were not allowed to cross it, and the boys were not allowed to cross it. But in the playground, in the parking lot, during lunch periods and stuff, we'd kind of meet halfway, and that's where you'd stand and talk, as right in the middle was the dividing line. Well, now that we've seen this great high school, and since it's Thanksgiving Day 1990, I know we're not going to be able to get in. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the old neighborhood and also be doing some videotaping there. I think that's what's more interesting to the kids right now, is where I actually went to elementary school, not where I went to high school. That's still too far away. Videotaped in their car one day, and I thought this might be an interesting thing to do. We just left Queen of Peace, and we're now passing Scottsdale, and much to my surprise, Goldblatt's is still here at the corner of 79th and Cicero.
And the light turns green.
And we proceed down 79th Street. Steadiness of the camera, I cannot be blamed for it. It's the moving vehicle. There's a Sears here. There didn't used to be a Sears. That looks pretty new.
Why do you always put your eye in that? Why don't you just read it up there?
I just can't see if if I lift this up, I can probably see. There you go. Now I can see when I'm taping better. 79th Street, 1990. Does it look any different than it did in 1955?
How am I supposed to know?
It's 35 years ago. That's a long time. Well, you can come back here in another 35 years and see if it looks any different.
Thanks.
You don't like that idea?
46, 45.
You are now officially in the city of Chicago as of when you cross Cicero Avenue. 79th and Kedzie. And you can see straight ahead of you the train tracks that go across the road. That was the Wabash train where your grandpa, my daddy, used to get off the train at 6 o'clock when it was on time. And I'd walk down to the corner to meet him. Your grandpa, my daddy, used to get off the train. Grandpa Blattner.
Oh, okay.
That used to be the train stop, and it might still be. But the other thing that used to happen is that this viaduct would flood whenever it rained. And it would get...
What's a viaduct?
That's what
The underpass there.
Yeah, you can see it because of the too many cars in front of us. Daddy, you should have been first in line. Can't see the viaduct very well. Can you see the viaduct? And it would fill with water, and if you go back I never went through the pictures in Aunt Mary's house. Oh, shoot. I started to do that, and then I forgot. But this viaduct would fill with water about 3 feet, and then I'd come over here and I'd go swimming in it. And I'd ride my bike through it when it rained. It used to be really neat to do that. Except every once in a while a car would try to do the same thing, and 3 feet deep, what do you think happened to the cars?
Happened
in
to
the
cars
windows.
here. Losing lanes here.
The cars got stuck. And there'd always be a car stuck in the viaduct as well. You want to be in the right-hand lane, Daddy. Because Mommy Street is coming up while we're going through the viaduct at 79th Street. Not the first street. That's Albany. The next street is Sacramento. The next street, 3 streets. It's Whipple. Whoa, this is Whipple. Forget Sacramento. Take a right. Screwed that up. Sacramento's after Whipple. This is the street, guys. This is it.
We're here, guys.
This is the famous street.
There's Barbie when she was a little girl.
Yep, see, she's going in the house. There she goes. You passed her, Dad. Oh, I'll get his daddy. I didn't get Barbie going in the house. Oh, well.
Is that your house?
Nope. Coming down the street, though, here. Let's see if I can get the camera. They all look the same. You're right. Find 7932. Stop, stop, stop! The one that has a warning on it.
Warning, this house can be dangerous to your health.
Warning. And right next door is where Barbie lived, and then the next door, 7938, is where Mr. and Mrs. Doherty live, and there's a playpen set up in the living room, which means somebody is visiting them because they don't have babies anymore. Keep going. And then The house there that says the Rios family used to be the awful, terrible, horrible, no good neighbors that we wouldn't talk to and were afraid of because they had big German shepherds that would bite us. And then the one that has the M is the Mays house. Mrs. Mays was always real nice, except we never saw very much of her. I don't remember who lived here. But on the corner right there at 80th with all the fancy shrubs, see, that's Bosie's house. And he
Boogeyman
is not decorated for Christmas. That house used to be so covered with, I mean, everywhere. The roof, every window, every speck of grass
They're still there?
was covered. I don't know if the Bosies are
With
still
what?
there. With Christmas decorations. So many Christmas decorations. Take a left. Take a left.
Still keep those shrubs nice.
Yeah, they sure do. Now this is the way Mommy used to walk to school.
Except she wouldn't go this slow.
Well, Mommy walking, Mommy probably did. And you see that house over there on the corner? Right there, that's where George Bogan lived, and I hated him. He used to throw snowballs at me all the time, and they were ice balls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds like Jason.
George Bogan was probably a lot like Jason, actually. All right, now this street is Richmond. I don't even remember the name of that street. I thought Aunt Teeny lived 2 blocks away from me. Does she live on Richmond Street? We'll have to ask her. Okay. I was looking for San Francisco. Frisco? Frisco? Maybe that's the next street coming up.
Francisco.
Francisco. Yeah. All right. Take a right up Francisco.
I don't believe in stop signs around here, huh?
No. Person on your right has the right of way. Now, one of these houses, the one with the yellow awning
What's yellow? Oh, I see.
and the brown, I think is the house where my girlfriend used to live.
Is her name
Cecile
Nancy?
Nolan. No, her name is Cecile Nolan, and I used to cut through the backyards to get to her house. And I'd stop to call her on the way to school, but she could never leave for school until she ate her raw egg that her mother put in her chocolate milk in the morning.
Ugh.
Yep, and once she finished drinking her egg, then we could go on to school. You want to go straight. I realize you're letting somebody pass you, huh? No? Yes. You can take a left. Don't go straight. Let's change this. Let's go around the front. Coming up, in front of us, you see a big round structure. That's St. Thomas More. That's the church that I went to at 7 a.m. every morning. Take a ride in the parking lot.
Didn't you like that?
I loved it, because then I got to go out for, what did I go out for? Donuts and stuff. Boy, that woman looked like Phyllis coming out of there. And here's the school where Mom went. Take a left into the parking lot.
Mom?
Mom went to this school for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Boy, it looks pretty nice, doesn't
What
it?
about kindergarten?
Kindergarten they didn't have here. There's the back end of St. Thomas More. You can park anywhere in here. We're going to get out and go in the church.
We are, huh?
Yep.
We're not religious. We don't go to church.
Today you are. We're going in Ozark Street. That's where your Uncle Johnny used to live and your cousin Janet and Joni, who we're going to see this afternoon. Now we're still right in front of St. Thomas More. We've been into the church and we looked in my 1st grade classroom where Sister Dorothy, who is then Sister Gabriel. We're now turning down California Avenue, which is named Father James J. Dolan Drive. We're going to take a right here. And we are going to head all the way up to 83rd Street and take a right on 83rd Street. After we came out of the church, we took a walk up here, and then you can see my school on the right. There's the school. Fancy, too. Boy, they got screens on all the windows. It's looking pretty good. Anyway, as we cross this intersection, we have the Coda's house, where we just stopped and we saw and said hello to Mr. and Mrs. Coda. And saw a picture of the family, which was very nice. And the swimming pool, where Mommy first learned how to swim, is awful tiny, and it's also been destroyed. Alright, Dave's going to take a right here on 83rd Street. This was a very, very busy street. I was not allowed to cross it until I was much older. Had to have patrol guards crossing me when I was in kindergarten. And got a long night. And then the newer section of town, their neighborhood, was across the street. That's where Kathy Tracy lived. Other people, Nancy Conyer lived over there.
Nice, she didn't have a cough in the movie.
A cough in the video. Oh, yeah, Jason's got a cold.
Evening.
Anyway, now we're going down 83rd Street, and on your left-hand side, guys, you're going to see my school.
We
In about
are.
2 more blocks. Yep, the school where I went, and this is the park district where I went. This is where I went to day camp. This is where I spent every day after school. We've got fields that they used to flood
Look at
for
the playground.
baseball. There's Carroll School. It's called Hayes Park. Well, it was then probably. Charles Carroll School. Yep, that's the school I went to. Take a left in the parking lot.
There's Daddy.
Actually, I haven't got Daddy yet. I'm still looking out Daddy's window at the school. And so Daddy turns the corner. You can see the park behind the school. Oh, you can see a little bit of Daddy there driving. Oh, not much of a parking lot here. This is where we'll park. You see the field right in front of us?
Where the football people.
Well, not where they're playing football, but right in front of us. It's inside the baseball. That's what they flood. And they that freezes then. And there's an ice skating rink. And then right here in front of us, where it's real muddy, is where they set up a hut. And they put a heater inside the hut, and that's where you can go to change your ice skates and everything.
Are we stopping?
Are we stopping? Do you guys want to get out here or not?
No.
Okay.
I want to take a picture.
Oh, okay. Jennifer and I'll go take a picture of the outside. This is Carroll School. This is where I went to kindergarten. To get some Mrs. Grass's chicken noodle soup that Grandma's got ready. At the time, she wasn't a grandma. She was my mother. Boy, this is a bumpy street, folks. Not in good repair.
You catch on very quick.
This camera is going to be very jerky. Can't even make out what's that white thing straight ahead across 79th Street.
A doggy.
Where? I don't see no puppy.
Oh, somebody's having a party here with pink balloons out.
And a doggy.
Why the camera keeps hitting my face? Here we are.
Where doggy?
They had a
8004.
baby.
That's where the Wurtzes used to live. Second house from the corner.
They had a baby that said it's a girl.
Oh, newborn baby. All right, can you pick out the house? I'm sure you know which one it is now. Look in the film. Okay, Dave's gonna park right here on the left. All right, I don't care. Dinner at Janet's house. Now the trick is name that person.
I usually sit here. You're
That one this family recognizes. That one we recognize. But who's next to Jennifer? We have Amanda.
it's you.
And we have Kelly and Jim. And Betty's hiding way back there. There's Betty and John and Denny and Laura. Teacher and Gary.
Well, face, should I wear a hairnet and some plastic wood?
No block.
The hairnet, that's optional.
Jan, there's something in your tablet.
Yeah, here. Right there, because this is easy.
Yeah.
You said no?
Oh, sure. I gotta try to squeeze in there.
This thing's warm.
It's very, very skinny.
Can you make it the other one? Oh, I will, as long as I can get by Dennis.
No.
Excuse me.
Good luck getting in there, Johnny.
Thank you. Everything's cool. Everything's fine.
See, she's little. She can get through.
We're still missing half the people at the table, but I'll be back when they're in.
I'm sorry, Jan.
And we have Andy, which is Johnny's son.
This is my vegetable dish. Dad,
They were teasing us. Velvet cheese and ham. They always knew what they were getting when they went to a Blattner birthday party.
is that hot or can you set it down here?
Hey Barb, you better sit down. You're
That is.
Oh, they're gone.
No, they named him.
She was sitting on camera, right? Watch this. Erica's funny home video. Report on her.
was easy.
You know, he did a really good job with that. And in fact, it's all set for you to take to, send to the Funniest Home Videos if you want. He caught the dog climbing into the fish tank.
What?
Yes, you should send.
Hi, bye.
I wasn't focused on you, John.
At least he's keeping his clothes
My
on this year.
profile?
It's hard to tell because you don't know where your face starts and your head ends.
It starts now.
We're not even down 2 minutes.
Well, we synced it all in the kitchen. You know.
What part shall I start with? Your
I'm
teeth?
sorry, John.
Right.
Your braces?
Your braces?
I'm sorry, John.
Your...
But you're such easy prey.
It's too
I
late.
said I was sorry, John.
You gotta get these two.
See, now the Blattners are going to see all these movies and they're going to be falling down laughing.
I can believe. Well, I was wondering, because you gave one out when Helen wanted one to give to this retarded girl or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took about 50 of them. So.
Oh, well, that's right. You got hollered at for
Yes.
taking them off.
Your children was rather
It's
ignorant.
Amanda, Jennifer, Donnie's girl.
That's my daughter. I'm her mother. Not taking really
And let's go see what the boys are doing. Came on to Joe and Mana's last night, and that's the house they're building for Grandma and Grandpa on Mana's side. I'm walking out towards it because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle back around and I am going to take a view. There's their playground in the woods. I think, Mom, you've been here to this house. Swinging around. Oh, the sun. It's hard to get a good picture from this angle. Let's see. Let's put it on backlight. There, that makes it a little bit better to see the house. They have an absolutely gorgeous home. Interesting with the light streaming in. But we'll now go into the house and see who we can find.
Hi.
Here's Jason. Oh, he likes that schoolhouse. Boy, you're having your picture taken, Joey. Here.
Wait, Joe. Wait.
I come in.
Yeah, you can come in. Just don't slide down the hall. Oh, where'd Mama go?
Not Jason.
I'm running at my battery. It's perfect time. My battery's just running out.
And
I guess I've been filming a lot.
it doesn't last that long. I think you've got, what, about, you gotta get the power to stand.
And these batteries
Yeah.
sometimes
Say
go
hi.
downhill, especially if you don't use them properly. You're supposed to let them go all the way down and charge them. And if you don't, then they don't get a full charge. Ultimately, they can't get a full charge.
Michael,
I didn't know
he likes to
Yeah.
play with Grandma's cane.
In fact, we
Yeah.
had to throw away the first battery or two that we had.
We ended up throwing away the first 2 batteries.
First two. I'm not sure we ever get an hour out of
Yeah,
that.
my cane.
No, you're supposed to.
Joe, you could play. You could play
We
until we're
won't
ready to
read
go.
you.
It's,
It's my troll house.
it's Christmas morning, 1992. Whoops.
We have to have our test.
Not New Year yet.
There's nothing in my stocking.
Can we open our presents now?
Let me just make one round.
Just one.
Just one little round.
What's on? Merry Christmas.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's missing.
Somebody's missing.
Where
Where he typically is. There he is in the kitchen.
Something about a kitchen.
What?
I like to watch people open presents more than I do open them myself.
We like to watch it. That's cool. We like to watch it open.
Naturally,
I opened the one from Santa.
not
From
really, dear.
Santa. I got a pasta machine!
A whole machine.
Don't trust boxes, Jason. Remember what happened before?
Oh, alright. I was wondering what on earth you
See,
need a
look.
pasta machine.
They already used it.
It's typical in families.
How's that a pop?
You still believe
I thought
boxes?
she was for real.
Teddy bear! Teddy
Oh,
bear!
yeah, that's. I remember him. He was like the first thing he was here.
I do.
Isn't that unbelievable?
I'm gonna open my present
I
now.
like big teddy bear.
Ooh, come on, Tarzan.
My teddy bear.
What is
Did he
it?
give this to me like that?
You're thinking of.
An airbrush!
Don't believe boxes.
And we don't read that. Yeah, we have an airbrush in our basement that you just took the box from.
Yeah, I didn't know what an airbrush was. Now I get to see what an airbrush is.
You opened it first.
Yeah, he sure
Just put an
did.
H in front of it, and it's the last thing he'd ask for.
The box hasn't been opened, so it's, you gotta believe it's the real McCoy. Is that
You
what
don't
you're
have
saying?
one, so you have to believe it.
You have to believe it.
How on earth do you get this open? Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. There it is.
Yes, no?
Take my present. Mom, take my present. After Jason.
Oh, thank you, George.
You know what I gave him that?
Yes, I do.
How do you, how to,
Except in most cases, I did not put that kind of string on Grandma's paper. I just put a bow on. I thought she'd
Grandma
have.
wants the tag on it.
She wants some
I
keychain.
want this.
You can cut it.
I was gonna say she's gonna wear it as a necklace.
There we go. I hope it just doesn't slide up like a noose and get rid of me before time. Oh, that was smart. You made your own name tag.
I hope there's no writing on the box, Jennifer. We're gonna be here all day.
All it says is the side up.
All right, I just got the drift
Yeah,
of that.
that's-
I love print, you know.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Open
Okay, like me.
Whoa!
Isn't that pretty? Did you do that? Oh, is that pretty? Look at that.
Yep, she worked real hard on that.
Oh, I love it. I just got, you saw the ones that,
All set.
what's all set?
Jennifer's back.
Alright then.
You interested in lightning? Must be something good, isn't it? A telephone? Yeah.
Good thing I didn't give that box to Grandma.
Right.
Grandma can start reading.
A neon telephone.
That's my telephone.
It's a soft neon telephone. You got a blue. They got a blue. Grandma can't take mine, can't she? Because mine's
Oh,
blue.
yes, I can. Let's see what you have. Oh, that is neat.
That is. Did you do a-
Look at your focus.
That looks like a real
Should
box.
save that box for Grandma.
Oh, a shirt. Pierre Cardin. Fancy shirt, huh?
Oh,
Wow.
my.
Running gear. Wow, look at all these shirts.
Oh, there's
Wow.
a bunch of them.
No,
But that's soft.
they're pretty.
Yeah, sweatshirts almost.
It's a present for Mommy.
I'm looking for one.
Oh, I thought Jason was.
She's gonna need help.
Oh, that's for.
I don't know if she's too interested in
I
that.
thought it was for Jason.
That's more for you.
Go get it. Go get it.
How's she supposed to know?
What is it?
Oh.
Yay. That's the one she.
Amanda.
Robert.
Robert, are you rapid Robert or slow Robert? Are you slow or are you fast? Fast? That's good. I like to hear that. Who's that?
Eric.
Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Fine.
You don't play for the Raiders, do you?
No.
No? Well, how come you got a Raider jacket?
I got it for Christmas.
Got it for Christmas?
Yep.
You must have a friend that likes you because the Raiders are a good team. You agree with me?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Smiley. How are you? Hiya, hello. And you're,
Can't remember his name? I told
Well, you got a bad memory.
I told you.
well, I called, oh, Jason. The voice. The voice. That's Jason.
Jason, put your knees down. Thank you.
And what's your name, honey? Susan. That's a pretty name, Susan. What are you doing? Writing me a letter? No. What were you doing? Playing a game then? That shape's go like that, and one of these days you're going to go like that, and the head's going to fly away. And you won't have a head. You'll be the headless boy. Uh-huh. Get it down. Who put that down? You're my helper. You can't get anything so bad. Aww. No, not Jason.
Jason!
Come on.
I don't know what.
Good little girl. Did you get enough for Christmas? What'd you get for Christmas? A lot of things. Everything, Eric? All right.
Say
Merry
yes, and then
Christmas.
grab one of the presents. The next is Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Come right up, receive your certificate of appreciation.
Jennifer. Merry
Wait.
Christmas. All right. See, I get
How
it.
about a kiss for Santa, Jennifer?
Oh, thank you.
Great. Okay.
Robert, oh, you got that.
Thanks, Shandy.
Thanks, Sandy.
Susan, come on up here, Susan. Now, come on, sit on Santa's lap. I like good little girls. Have you been good, Susan? Very good.
On a record or a calendar?
Calendar.
No? You're good there. All around girl.
Baby, I don't, what is
You
yours?
help Mama, I don't know what
Horses.
to do.
Ooh.
I got that
Make
from
room,
my brother.
Get up there. Get on my lap. Get on my lap. All right, like this. And we got this for you. That's gonna be a surprise. You figure out what that is?
I know what it is. Yeah.
You can. What is it?
Football.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Raiders use a big football. They don't use one life size. Right?
I got
All right, but you're gonna practice then if it's a football.
Yeah.
Family. Have you been a good boy, George?
No, not too good.
Not so good? Well, try better next year now, okay?
How about a hug for Santa, George?
How about a hug for Santa Claus? Come on, all right.
Stuttards.
The Stutters.
I'll take that hug.
No, she's the one to reach too. All right, how about you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
to you,
Santa.
honey. You're welcome. Enjoy now.
Thank you. Oh, homemade.
That's to
Or
Carol.
handmade.
To Carolyn.
Carolyn. Oh my, I get another shot. All right. Merry Christmas.
Oh,
All
Merry
right.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. honey.
Thank you.
For me.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Then I do what all my presents are.
Robert,
Open 'em.
come up here. Oh, come on up here. Don't be lazy. Only Santa Claus sits down at Christmas time. You know why? Because I work real hard. But after tonight, I'm going to take a nap. And Mrs. Claus says I can sleep for 48 hours. Isn't that nice? And she says she'll come and give me hot chocolate so that I don't starve. Isn't that nice of her? All right. Merry Christmas.
Mom, look at
How about,
Thank you, Santa.
how about giving my helper a hand? Yay! He was good. And I want you to enjoy all your presents now. You got them all now? Don't lose any. You got a football too, George?
Jason, move, please.
She wants to,
Jason, move, please.
she wants to hug because I think she's going to take your picture. She's going to take your picture.
I know.
I got classy car.
What did you get?
Classy car
Oh, I
calendar.
remember that.
Yeah.
Came off like.
Remember now. Remember, Mrs. Claus said I'm a good boy. Okay.
Want me to shout it from the house stuff?
Could you climb the roof? Would you? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Santa.
Oh, you're welcome. Everybody got a little something now? All right. I'm sorry that I interrupted your game,
Go put it back.
but you don't want to go back to it now.
Now he's recording.
All right, I'm recording. Okay.
Jennifer, stop it. You're shaking.
Jennifer, you got to talk in there so Mama can hear that. All right? You got.
Hi.
Hi, yeah, all right.
Jennifer,
What?
please don't
Don't
be
go.
silly in front of the camera.
Thank you so much for coming, Santa.
Oh, you're welcome. What's all that over there?
That's the game we're playing. Those are words we're making up.
What
Oh,
was the question again?
I could put chocolate cake on there. Or
Oh, maybe it's dessert time.
cookie,
No.